Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today is Saturday, May 13th, 2023, and I am 4 days in to using my Semaglutide. I just had my doctor's appointment on Wednesday, May 10th, and I'm here to share that experience with you. If you are new to my channel, I'm Simply Carrie. I did a video prior to this one sharing my experience with my first doctor's visit to initially see if I could get the semaglutide, and this is a follow-up to share that office visit experience and how everything's been going on the semaglutide so far. So I also want to mention that I am on this weight loss journey. I've been on a weight loss journey for a moment now. I was taking Phentermine at one point. Now I'm trying this. I am going to be a bridesmaid in a wedding at the end of June, and I desperately need to lose some weight. I don't care how much weight. No, I do care how much weight. I need to lose a good 30 pounds at least before June. But ultimately, I need to lose a whole human. So if you want to see me lose a whole human, please hit that subscribe button and hop on this journey with me, and let's see if that will happen. So at the beginning of this office visit, the first thing that was done was a body mass index test along with a bone density test. And he gave me a report to take home that had everything about the results in it. I was hoping that this report would have my lab results, but it didn't have any of that, which is something that I really need. The next thing he did was an EKG. I never heard anything about the EKG and whether something was wrong with my test results, so I'm taking it as though my EKG came out fine. I've had several surgeries in the past, and I've had to have an EKG for those, so those have always come back just fine. Okay, so after all of that was done, the doctor came in and he went over all of my lab work. I wish that I had an actual copy of my lab work, because one of the things that he pointed out was my glucose level. Now, I'm already aware that I'm pre-diabetic, and one of my goals this year is to bring my A1C down. And I was hoping to use the semaglutide to help me do that as well, along with the diet and exercise changes. I believe it was about like a 6.8. It should be, of course, less than that. So I know I have to bring that down. One of the things that I found really interesting about this visit is that he decided that he wanted to prescribe metformin, which is, from my understanding, a drug that's for diabetics. So he's giving me semaglutide on top of metformin. He felt that it was a necessary drug to bring the A1C levels down. Okay, I guess, I don't know, maybe semaglutide isn't enough to do it. In fact, I'll probably ask that question when I see him a month later. He looked at my thyroid. I don't know the value for that one, and I'm not too familiar with that. I have been tested for my thyroid in the past many times, just to rule out a thyroid problem, and my primary physician tells me everything's fine. Okay, he, on the other hand, felt I should be on a thyroid medication, so he prescribed a thyroid medication for me as well. And from my understanding, a thyroid medication also helps you to lose weight. I'm still waiting to see whether my insurance is going to cover it or not. Being that I'm 52 years old, he looked at my hormone level and he felt that estradiol specifically was something that I needed to focus on, and I probably do well with some type of a hormone replacement, some type of a therapy. And I explained to him that I have had cancer in the past. I've had breast cancer. It was at a stage 0. So my oncologist does not want me to take hormones. So he didn't prescribe that. He did say I'd have to go to my oncologist to get that approved before he actually prescribes it to me. Is my hair flying everywhere? Hold on a second. Those little stray hairs were just gonna drive me crazy. I had to go brush it. Anyhow, let's see, what was I saying? Okay, so as far as what I needed to do in terms of caloric intake, he wanted me to go on a carb restricted diet. So as low a carb diet as possible. He didn't give me the grams, so I'm really kind of having to look that up myself. I asked him about the caloric intake, how many calories. In the past, when I've gone to see a doctor for weight management, it's usually been 1,200. He told me 1,000. And if I can go lower than that, then go lower than that. And it's really not that difficult to do that with what I'm on right now. And I'll talk about that in a moment as well. So afterwards, the nurse came in. She gave me a B12 shot, which a lot of weight management places will give you that B12 shot. Then she came in with the semaglutide and showed me how to inject myself, and we did the injection in my abdomen. So let me show you what I got, which I've been holding in the refrigerator. All right, so it was given to me in this bag, and I'm gonna open the bag now and show you. She gave me, oh, wait a minute, it's 2 different spots. Oh, okay. Okay, so she gave me some alcohol prep wipes so that I could wipe the area, the injection site. I don't know, I feel like there was something else I should have been wiping, but I can't remember right now. Then I have 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I have 4 needles? I thought she used 1. So it must have been a total of 5 needles that I got, because she used 1 and I have 4 of them in this box. In this bag. And this is what it looks like. I'm not gonna take it apart until I'm ready to use it, but I was really nervous. I thought that this was gonna hurt a lot, but it really didn't. I didn't even feel it. The needle is so thin and tiny that it just went in easily. And I have to bring it to about, I believe it's 10, I don't know what this unit is because I can't see it. 10 of something. I don't know if it's milliliters or what, but I have to bring it to the 10 mark on here. And this is the semaglutide. It's 2.5 milligrams, 1 milliliter vial. Okay, so this is what it looks like right here. And it's got the little hole. It has the name of the doctor's office on it, which is interesting. Okay, so this must be like a generic brand, because I wanted to know specifically, is it Ozempic? Is it Mounjaro, or whatever the names of the other medications are that have semaglutide in it, but they're for different things. It's just semaglutide. So I'm taking it to be just a generic version of some of the brand name medications. So moving forward, I'm doing 1 injection a week. I'll do that every Wednesday. And I set my appointment a month out, so I'll go back to them in June to see how everything's going and see whether they're going to up the dose. I'm sure they'll up the dose. So that Wednesday, I took it in the late, it was basically the evening by the time I got the semaglutide. It was nothing to really notice. I had just taken it. I felt normal. There were no side effects or anything. So we move into Thursday, and I noticed that I didn't really care about eating the things that I had. I was gonna have some yogurt. I put a little bit in my mouth. I didn't even want to swallow it, but I don't know whether that was the medication or was that me just really not wanting any yogurt. So I ended up throwing the yogurt away. I did eat, but I did notice that I wasn't really too interested in eating anything. I don't feel like it really stopped me from maybe getting something that I might want to get. It's just, I know that I'm doing this. I spent some money on this and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm not going to go eat the sweets and the junk and all this stuff. And, I was okay. It's not like there was a craving for anything at the time anyhow. Now, let me just back up just a little bit and go back to this whole metformin situation. Let me revisit this. I did get the prescription on Wednesday after I left the doctor's office. I was only able to get the metformin prescribed, and I was also thinking about side effects, one of them being constipation. I did ask for a prescription for Linzest. So those were the two medications that I was able to prescribe at the time. That night, Wednesday night, I took the metformin. I didn't want to take it in the morning because I've been hearing that one of the side effects is diarrhea. Now, if semaglutide is giving you constipation, metformin is giving you diarrhea, then I should just be able to move my bowels. I haven't been able to move my bowels, okay? But that's the norm for me. So I can't attribute it to the medication. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear that I did also take another diabetes medication. So I've got 2 medications on board right now. Friday gets here, pretty much the same feeling, you know, not really wanting to eat too much of anything. This is where things hit me. By the time I left work and I got home late in the evening, I was so exhausted. Now I have been exhausted before, but I was too exhausted to want to go and do anything. I wanted to work out, but I was just too tired. I couldn't pick up food for the family. I couldn't cook anything. I didn't want to work out. I was exhausted. It was just an exhaustion where I just need to get into bed and let me just try to go to sleep. That seemed really abnormal. I would think that in taking these medications, I would have way more energy and be ready to just go out and work out and do stuff. And I just wasn't. I have still not been able to work out so far. Today is Saturday, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to go out and do something today. I do have something planned for Sunday, a hike. So hopefully I'll do something there. But as far as the energy level is concerned, the energy is not there for me. The funny thing is, being that I'm on the metformin as well, it's very difficult for me to say this side effect is because of semaglutide and this side effect is because of the metformin. And I don't know if I mentioned this already, but another thing that was really interesting to me is the fact that he would prescribe metformin when the semaglutide is supposed to be for diabetes and is supposed to bring the A1C level down. That's really weird. So I don't quite understand why too, which I will get more clarification on when I see him again. But right now, I do want to take it and see how it goes. So that's pretty much it as far as what happened at the doctor's office and how I've been feeling thus far. I have started grocery shopping and I'm working on changing to a Mediterranean diet. I am done with keto and I'll probably do another video having to do with keto and the Mediterranean diet. So I have dropped about 5 pounds from my doctor's visit until now. So I am seeing the weight go down, but I'm questioning how much of that is really just water right now. So I will be coming on weekly to give you updates, to let you know how it's going with the semaglutide and what my side effects are, how effective it's actually being, and am I actually dropping this weight. So if you have not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you know when I post another video. So until then, thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.